The person who submitted the story is still haunted by this experience. I suggest that you stay until the end because it has a crazy twist. Robert had been a taxi driver for a few years. He would typically only work at night because the whole taxi thing was sort of like a side gig for him. One night, just like any normal night, he picked up a woman that was standing on the side of the road. This is not gonna go where you think it's gonna go. The woman sat in the back seat and she was super quiet and just kind of kept to herself. She gave him the address and he went ahead and headed to that destination. The whole drive there, the woman just kind of kept to herself, didn't really say much. Once Robert got to the destination, it was like a grocery store. The woman gets out, says thank you, and she walks off. As Robert's making his way back into the city to see who else he can pick up, he starts to hear the faint sounds of a baby crying. Robert pulls over to try to figure out where the crying baby's coming from. In his mind, he's thinking that maybe somebody left a baby abandoned like on the bushes somewhere, like on the side of the road. So he's like looking out the window trying to figure out where the sound is coming from until he realizes that the sound is actually coming from inside his car, from the back seat. He quickly gets out, goes to the back seat and sees a box. It's like a very decent sized box wrapped in plastic. He is frantic, thinking that maybe somebody had wrapped a baby in a box and had left it in his back seat. He rips the box open when he sees it's a dead bird, like a dead rotted bird. It was literally covered in maggots. He of course freaks out and throws the box, and then the crying stops. That whole experience completely freaked him out because he had no idea like what it even meant, that he decided to take a couple days off from driving his taxi at night. When he finally decided to go back to driving his taxi, one of his first customers was a mom and a baby. The baby was probably about 3 years old. From the moment the mom and the baby sat in the back seat, the baby started crying hysterically. It was almost as if he was like in pain. The mom couldn't even understand why he was crying so much. She kept apologizing and saying that he wasn't like this a minute ago. She doesn't understand why he's crying so much. And the baby just kept complaining, saying that he could see something on the floor, like at the floor of the car. He kept pointing down to the floor, saying that there was something really scary that was down there. Of course, when they were checking, look, there was nothing scary on the floor of the car, so they didn't understand why he kept crying. Finally, they got to the destination of where the woman was going. The woman gets out and the baby automatically stops crying the minute it gets out of the car. That definitely threw Robert off a little bit, but it wasn't until his next customer sat in the back seat. It was an older woman, probably like in her late 60s. The moment she sat in the back seat, she looked at Robert and said, I don't know if you believe in any of this, but your car has very negative energy. Like, I can feel it. And she goes and shows him like her arm, and she's like, look, I have goosebumps. Like, your car has something really, really dark in it. She suggests for him to either get the car cleansed or to get rid of it altogether, because whatever dark energy was in that car wanted him. Being that the whole dead bird thing had just happened a couple days earlier, the crying baby, and now this woman telling him about the dark energy in his car, he took it seriously. After he dropped her off, he decided that he was done for the night. He says as he was driving home, he felt like at any moment he was gonna crash. Like he can't explain it. He just feels like at any moment he was going to lose control of the car and he was going to crash. Thankfully, he made it home, but the next day he did go to a priest and tell them the situation. The priest went ahead and confirmed exactly what the lady had told him. The priest told him, you do in fact have a very dark entity in your car. So the priest went out there and started to spray holy water and started to like pray over the car. When they started to spray the holy water on the car, they could hear the crying baby. The baby crying came back. The more holy water they threw on the car, the louder and louder the crying got, but it never stopped. The priest then told Robert, listen, you're gonna have to just get rid of this car. Like, I was not able to get rid of whatever was in the car. You're gonna have to just get rid of it. Robert decided to take it to a junkyard and sold the car for parts. Like, he didn't want anyone else to ever drive it, so he just sold the parts of the car and was hoping that that was going to be the end of it. Not long after he did that, he received a phone call from his ex-wife. She tells him, it doesn't matter that you got rid of the car. That thing is attached to you now. So essentially, they had gone to a very nasty divorce, and her retaliation was to send the first woman to do brujeria on him. That was the dead bird. That was something that was left there for him. Desperate, Robert decided to turn to the church again, and for months he prayed and confessed and worked with the priest, and they pretty much did anything they possibly could to try to get rid of whatever this thing was that was now attached to him. It was a really long process. Like, a lot of crazy dark things happened to him while he was trying to get rid of this thing, but eventually it did finally lift off of him. But even now, still now, this happened years ago, there are some nights where if he happens to be home alone, he can swear to hear the faint crying of that baby.